Grazie. Buongiorno. So I am very sorry, but that is the only Italian I know. So I had dinner with your Vice President last night, and as I left the table, the Vice President said to me, he said, "Emma, tomorrow your presentation will be in Italian." I said, "In which case, I'm flying home." So I'm very sorry that I am going to have to speak in English. I think you probably know that English people are very bad at learning other languages. I studied Japanese at university and used to live in Japan, so I could speak in Japanese, but I'm guessing that won't work very well. So it's a delight to be here. Thank you to Confindustria for inviting me. So Dario has given me 10 minutes, and he said he's going to pull me off if I'm any longer than 10 minutes. To talk to you about Startup Britain, because we may have two different languages, but I think we've got some very common economic issues. So as you can imagine, the UK has got rising youth unemployment. We've got 1 million people who are unemployed, young people who are unemployed. So you may know that in January of last year, something called Startup America launched. So it was very successful. So in March 2011, we launched Startup Britain. So you may recognise this man here. This is David Cameron, our Prime Minister. He launched the campaign and is a very big supporter of Startup Britain. But I should say to you that we do not take any money from David Cameron, so we are not government funded. So it's a private sector. We've raised all of our money from corporate sponsors. So Dell, Intel, AXA, PayPal, X.commerce, and a company called Intuit. They are our corporate sponsors which give us the money to run the campaign. So we have high support from the government, but they do not give us any money. So Prime Minister David Cameron likes Startup Britain a lot. It costs him nothing, and yet we get lots of businesses started. So we have two objectives on the campaign. One is to encourage more people to start a business. And I think on the platform just now, it was said that there's a big mental attitude. I think it was said, a mental attitude to stop people from starting a business. In the UK, we have the same. So in the UK, 50% of people want to start a business, but only 5% are doing something about it, because everybody else is nervous and they fear failure. So in America, very different. Lots of people go for it. So we want to start more businesses and encourage businesses to grow. So if I just, we do four main things in terms of how we go about doing this. So we have a website, startupbritain.org, and it's got a marketplace. Startups and small businesses can go on and look for workspace that they need. We have a startup tracker that shows every day how many new businesses are being formed in the UK. So a very kind of vibrant website. We also run events. So every year we run industry weeks. We take a big bus, which I don't know if you can see this kind of big bus. I'll show you big pictures in a minute. So we tour the United Kingdom on a bus with entrepreneurs on board, and we go to shopping centres and schools and colleges to get people started in business. We also have projects that we run. Actually, if I can just... Startup Local. I was speaking with Luca. Is Luca here this morning? Hey, good morning, good morning. I was speaking with Luca last night about how we get the message of Startup Britain around the country, and we do it through this Startup Local network, so 70 local champions who promote the campaign across their areas. And we also get involved in projects. So again, I was speaking with somebody this morning about money for young people to get started. 2 weeks ago, we launched Startup Loans. Do you watch Dragon's Den? Do you have Dragon's Den in Italy? So it's a it's a TV show in Britain, and this man, James Caan, he's on the TV, so very famous in Britain. So we launched a programme of Startup Loans, which is money to anyone aged under 25 who wants to start a new business. So this money is coming from the government to get more young people started in business. So lots of projects that we kind of work on. High Street Startup, we're taking over shops on the high street that have been taken down, and we're putting new businesses into them. So lots of projects that we work on. Just in terms of the results, record numbers of people starting a business in the UK at the moment. So last year we had 500,000 new companies started in the UK. This year, probably going to be even more. More people thinking about it, 8 in 10 young people in the UK now thinking of starting a business. So everything that we have to do is to say, we will give you the tools, enable you to do that. So why am I here? To say, can we have something Startup Italy? We would love to work with Luca and his colleagues to see if we can make this happen, to share ideas. So Startup Britain works very closely with Startup America. You may know that there's also Startup Chile, Startup Canada, and we all work together sharing ideas on what can be done. So I would love to talk to anyone who would like to be involved, and I am on Twitter. I'm trying to keep in touch with the tweets of today, but they're all in Italian, so my Italian is getting much better. But as I say, it's a campaign that has worked for Britain, and we would love to work with you to do something in Italy as well. So hopefully I'm not getting kicked off.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Not too long.
I'd like to become my own boss too.
Oh, good.
Beh, insomma, chiude con una idea, con una proposta. Adesso il Presidente Morelli sta stringendo la mano. Magari si può pensare di fare una cosa del genere anche in Italia, perché no? Magari attraverso Confindustria, no?